welcome back to another adventure. We are back in Kanchanaburi province, and today I have two fantastic things for you. Not only are we going to be experiencing one of the most incredible spectacles of nature at Erawan Falls, but also we're going to be having an absolutely mad local experience that I experienced here yesterday, here on the river. Sit down and relax as we get to know a really fun and incredibly beautiful part of Thailand. 300 baht entrance, 20 baht for a golf cart ride to the waterfall because it's quite far away from the entrance, and a 30 baht rental of a life jacket. You can't swim without a life jacket. And we have been transported to paradise. Oh my God. There are multiple levels. I think there are 7. I just checked out the first one. It was beautiful, but the loud bugs, I couldn't film down there. You wouldn't be able to hear me. I mean, that noise is ridiculous. We're gonna make our way up to level 2, level 3, and so on. And I'm not sure which one we can swim in, but that one down there, number 1, was fantastic. And just in front of me is number 2. Check it out. That was fun. Level 2, you can swim at level 2, but I've just looked, look. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 levels, and the highest level, Phu Pa Erawan, is 1,200 meters away. So it's about a 1.5 kilometer walk in total. So if we do all of them and we come back, that'll be like a 3 kilometer walk, a good swim, lots of steps, get a little bit of exercise.
should have been there for you, and I wasn't. And I'm sorry for that. I really am. Who the f knows what to do? Do you? Maybe I should just go.
So yeah, you can see I was having the time of my life at Erawan Falls. It's 100% worth it. It does take about an hour. If you're staying near the bridge over the river Khoi Yai, then yeah, it takes about an hour. So I'd get there early, guys. I'd set off at 7 or 8, maybe earlier. Get there as the national park opens, get there as the waterfalls open. Just because obviously we all want to enjoy nature at its quietest and at its most peaceful. And by 10, 11 o'clock, the people who had woken up had their breakfast and got minivans and buses from the town and surrounding areas, even as far as Bangkok, were arriving. And when I was leaving at 1 o'clock, the place was packed. So yeah, get there early, it's worth it. Now obviously I went all the way up to level 7 and I documented every level as I went up as well, but I'll just give you the general feeling. I don't need to bore you with every single level because they're all equally beautiful. And there's way more than 7 levels. I mean, there's like 3 or 4 levels in between the main levels. It's just a never-ending beauty. But if you are wondering about the trail, it's fine. Children get to the top. But if you are a little bit fragile, let's say, there are sections where it's slippy and rocky. So you will need a certain level of fitness. But like I said, there were 8-year-olds, 7-year-olds who are at the top enjoying the final level. And as we went up, there was more beauty and each level had its own vibe. But at the very top, when you finally make it, it's a little bit of a letdown in terms of the swimmability, if that's a word. Because obviously the highest level, it has this dramatic high limestone calcified rock formation and the water cascades down and the Thai people take lots of selfies. It's definitely the place to get the most dramatic of pictures, but it's only ankle or shin deep, the water, so you can't really swim. And this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the video, guys. I wouldn't swim. I know it's tempting, but at level 2 and at level 3, I wouldn't swim. And I wouldn't even get my life jacket. I wouldn't rent the life jacket. What I would do next time is go for a morning stroll, go up to the level 7. It takes about half an hour. Work up a sweat, enjoy the nature, take a picture at level 7 before the crowds get there. It'll be beautiful Instagram or whatever. And then come back down to level 2 and level 3. Once you've sweated, once you've got your workout, go rent the life jacket because they won't let you swim without a life jacket. And then you'll be desperate to jump in, and if you go early enough, it'll still be really quiet, and you can enjoy the beautiful level 2, level 3 swim. And yeah, that's my roundup of Erawan Falls. I did about an hour or two's worth of filming, and I just felt like I could just condense it in this voiceover. So I hope you don't mind. And let me get on to the next part of the video, which is an hilarious local experience on the river. I'm going to tell you what happened because I always say, always show, don't tell when it comes to YouTube. No point sitting in a hotel room or in a hammock telling a story. It's best to show you with, actual footage. Now I do have the footage. I took my GoPro with me and I have a lot of the funny moments and crazy things that I captured on that. But because I had it all waterproofed ready for swimming, I don't know how reliable the audio is. So I'm going to explain to you what happened and we'll cut to the footage as and when. So it was a long day from Erawan Falls. I came here and I arrived at 5 o'clock, and this part of Kanchanaburi is really weird, okay? There's a road that goes all the way through the province, and this section, this busy area with all the hotels and all the things to see and do, it's strange. It's like you can't see them. There's no signposts. It's just a road. And then I kept going past the places I wanted to visit and going past the cafes and going past all the hotels, and I spent ages trying to find where everything was, and that's because it's all down like dirt tracks off the main road and down here on the river. So it was a little bit hard to find, and eventually I checked into this place. And there are so many hotels, and they're all probably around the same price. They're all expensive. They're around 2,000 baht to 3,000 baht per night, depending. And I couldn't really find any cheaper options that were here on the river. I really wanted to be on the river, if you're going to come here, you have to be on the river. So I found a place, and she told me that it included breakfast, and it included dinner, and it included rafting. So I was like, okay. But I had 5 minutes to check in and get into my room because the rafting was starting straight away. So I got my waterproof camera, my GoPro, and I was excited. I was starving and I hadn't had anything to eat or drink for hours, but I didn't want to miss on the rafting because it sounded fun, plus it was included in the ticket price. I'm so confused. I barely had a second to check in, and we're going rafting on this big thing. Everybody's got whiskey and beer. I have nothing, and they don't have a bar on here. But the boat's leaving. I don't have any time to quickly run and get anything. Damn it. So I get on the raft and I'm looking around like, where's the beers? Why has everybody got booze? Why is everybody like, firstly, like, what are we on? This big wooden floating barge or deck. Like, where's the rafting? Why is everybody putting life jackets on? I couldn't understand what was going on. I thought maybe, oh, we're going to get towed downstream to find the rafts, right? Because when I think of rafting, this is what I think of, you know, like going on a raft down the river. Now, obviously not whitewater rafting, but I assumed rafting on some kind of raft. I didn't realize that that wooden barge or that deck that floats and is getting dragged by a boat, that is the raft. I thought rafting was like getting on a raft. Like, I haven't brought anything with me. But this must be the rafting, guys. Being dragged along on a platform. I don't know what to do. I mean, obviously I'm just going to chill and relax and enjoy the beautiful views, but what's this dog doing? And so that's basically what I did for the first 20 minutes, was just figure things out. Like, wait a minute, this is the rafting. Okay, I wish I'd brought beers with me. I wish I'd brought drinks with me. I was so thirsty, and they didn't have anything on the raft. Everyone brought it from their own room or from the reception, so I failed massively, but it was beautiful, so I didn't mind. So everyone's having a good time and it's beautiful afternoon, it's fantastic, and then this woman starts making an announcement on the megaphone and everyone starts getting their life jackets on, and I'm like, what's going on here? And like, look at the river, okay? It's not messing about. It's like there's lots of currents, there's lots of undercurrents, probably big sharp logs of bamboo and wood and all kinds of crazy things floating down. And it's very, very full, the river, at this time of year. We've had a lot of rain recently. And I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? And they just all start jumping into the river. And not just the adults, but the drunk people, the mums, the dads, and even the little kids. What the? You guys are mad. Bye. And I didn't know what to do. I was like, do I jump in? Do I not jump in? I was really on the fence. It looked fun, but it looked really dangerous. And you know, as I'm getting older, I'm getting more boring, guys. I'm getting more boring. I start to look at things like jumping into a really fast-flowing, potentially dangerous river, and I think, oh, that doesn't look fun. That looks like a potential injury. Plus, I have a lot of memories of tubing in Laos many, many years ago, and I was super drunk, and I floated down about 2 kilometers past the end of the rafting or the tubing, and I got lost in the jungle, and I got cut up on my arms and legs, and I got ringworm, and I was extremely drunk as well, so that all added to it. And I just thought to myself, even though I wasn't drinking, and everyone had life jackets and it seemed pretty legit, I just thought, you know what? I don't want to jump in. Do I join them? I mean, there's no beer or drinks or water on this raft. But now the group's getting left behind. We're going faster than the group can paddle. Yeah, I think the moment's passed. I don't think I can risk it. They're too far away. And I don't want to get eaten by a ginormous fish. And the current is mental. And like, they're gonna hit that house and they're all trying to like quickly get back to the other side of the river. That is just, we would never do that back home, would we? Just jump half pissed or quite pissed into a rapidly flowing river with currents, with children. This is Thai rafting. Okay, I learned something new. So anyway, it's the next day now, and we've had breakfast and all of the beer bottles and booze from last night. I think basically Thai people come down here just to have a party. The party's over, and me and Dreamy, we're packed up. We're going to be heading north, further into Kanchanaburi. We're heading towards a wooden bridge, a village up in the mountains called Pilok, and I'll save all of that for the next video. So I hope you enjoyed the Erawan Waterfalls. Definitely come, it's incredible. And I hope you enjoyed this overview of this mad experience at the hotel. I'll link this hotel, but there's so many along this river. Just choose one that fits your budget. This place was okay, it was okay, but I mean, as we floated past other places, I thought, oh, I should have stayed there, but I didn't have the time, and I was knackered and starving. I didn't know I was going to get thrown on a raft for an hour with nothing to eat or drink, and then told to jump in to the crazy currents. But yeah, maybe that's why I didn't jump in as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that mad adventure here in Kanchanaburi. Beautiful, incredible place, and there's more to come in the next video. We're going further up, so see you in the next one, guys. Bye.